One shot on target? That's the Neymar I'm talking about.
Double H. Double H. Double H. Double H. Double H. Double H.
Okay. Okay. They will still not win the Champions League. Let's just deal with that. PSG will not win the Champions League. 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 Let us accept that right now. Good. It's better. A lot better. I'll deal with Liverpool. Relax. I'll deal with Liverpool. But for PSG, that's what you want to see, because let's forget about the attack, what Neymar did, what Verratti did, what Mbappe did, and so forth. Defensively, they were great. This is one of PSG's best defensive performances that I've seen. How organized they were, how they hustled, how they covered for each other, the tackles that they were made, the positioning, the marking, everything was done right. As in, they did not give Liverpool a sniff. Because in my mind, I was thinking that, mate, is it that PSG have gone defensive or they have a lot of men behind the ball? But no, I mean, you can blame that. Liverpool could have done better. But that's really looking at it from one angle. Yeah, they could have done better, but PSG played defensively very well. And Thiago Silva had a monster game. Because I kept saying that, no, Thiago Silva, for me right now, I put him in tier 3 right now. But Thiago Silva can just turn it on and give you a tier 2, maybe an even tier 1 performance. Just that he just doesn't do it at a consistent enough level. But this was a throwback Thiago Silva to his AC Milan days, where this guy was pretty much defending all 4 positions. I mean, his reading of the game and everything was amazing. But look, man. Look, the thing about Neymar is this, okay? You have to understand this. I want him to be the guy. I want Neymar to get Messi out of there. If you remember, I think I might have said this like years ago or something, like even during like the whole World Cup, I said that Neymar is here to pretty much replace Messi. And he hasn't done that yet. He was crap against Liverpool. He was a flop out of the World Cup. And my insult towards Neymar is my anger. It's my anger because I know how ridiculously talented he is. Because Neymar's psychology is greater than Messi. Messi's talent and his execution is better, but Messi doesn't think of the kind of things that Neymar does. Like Neymar, because there's an arrogance to Neymar. Like, he thinks he's amazing. Because what you have is, in Neymar, you have the arrogance of Cristiano and you have the talents of Messi, all combined to what could potentially make a ridiculous football player. We haven't seen the best of Neymar yet. That's the thing. That's not pisses me off, because the best of Neymar is a generational talent that takes football into a whole new plateau, separate from what Messi is. Because Messi has closed things down of his generation. Like, boom, of his generation, of his time, he has closed this down and he has revolutionized and redefined the game. Nobody can touch him for that, club-wise. But Neymar is taking things in a he's bringing streets to it. Basically, Messi doesn't have that street flavor, thuggery. He doesn't have that flavor. He's not swag. Sorry. Look, forget those words, swag. Swag. Like, Messi has no swag. Talented, amazing. Neymar is literally dripping. He's soaked in swag. And the kind of swag that he brings in is what we saw from your boy Dino. You know, where you're playing some sex, okay? That kind of sexy silk is what we're looking for. You know, and in this game, he balled. He balled. But I thought, you've got to look at things tactically and what Tuchel did, because I think they started from, let us be good defensively. Let's be good defensively, start from the back, but it's how quickly and crisply the ball was moved. Every time Verratti had the ball, his head was up and he's looking for that chance. And I think it was one touch. And the combination of Neymar and Mbappe was beautiful. Especially for that second G. For that second G, the combination was beautiful. Boom, Verratti, Neymar, Mbappe. Neymar sets off Mbappe. Mbappe puts it across. Neymar is there. Beautiful left-footed finish right into the corner. Nobody can save that. So, quality. good team performance. Kimpembe needs to chill. You're not that great on the ball. Clear the damn ball. So please, just clear the damn ball. It's very serious. Guys, I keep saying this to people, guys. Maybe I'm seeing something different from people, but Verratti's ball control is insane. This guy's raw footballing ability is insane. Like, again, maybe I'm looking at something different because it's not about, oh, he plays for PSG and whatever. Even in games that they've lost and everything, every time this guy just touches the ball, I'm like, because I played central midfield before and everything. So when I just look at Verratti and just look at what he does every time he has the ball and how this guy, just his ball control and how he carries the ball, where at no point is he losing control of the ball. It's just a thing of beauty to watch when he carries the ball. Liverpool. One shot on target. One shot on target. Like I mean, that's not fake news. One shot on target. That's what happened. That's reality of the matter. Firmino is playing like trash, and with Firmino playing like trash, that's a real. There are many things to pick it, but let's just deal with that first. Firmino is playing like trash. And the reason why that's a problem is a lot of what made Liverpool so good and so dangerous in the attack was the connectivity of Firmino. How Firmino connected and brought in Mane and Salah. So if he's playing bad, it affects Salah and it affects Mane, which means that Salah and Mane now have to play isolation football. Whereas what the football that they should be playing is where we are all combining and finding space based on how Firmino is that totem pole in the three. So if Firmino isn't holding the ball well, isn't controlling the ball, isn't getting the flicks very well, and isn't playing the intelligence football that he played so well last season, it's just not going to work. That midfield three doesn't work. Henderson, Wijnaldum, and Milner doesn't work. Henderson is a brick. Now, when I say he's a brick, he can do a few good things here and there, and he can be helpful. He works hard, but essentially, at his very core, he's a brick. So that's a problem. If that's your midfield three against a PSG and a midfield that includes a Verratti, where one of your midfielders is a brick, that's a problem. But I think even more so, why wasn't Shaqiri starting? Why don't you start with Shaqiri? They were missing a guy who could break from midfield with quality and play that incisive pass. Wijnaldum can do that, but I don't think he does it as well as Shaqiri does it. So in that midfield three, all you were seeing was functionality without any kind of technique. They needed a technical midfield and a midfield three who could break up and be like, let me carry the ball, maybe get past a few players, thread a little ball through. Someone with some ideas and doesn't play in squares, doesn't play two-dimensionally, that brings a bit of three-dimension into the play. That's what they're missing. But I just think for Liverpool, where is the energy? Where is that energy? Where is that intensity? Where is that aggressiveness? Both on the ball and without the ball, they were missing that. They were missing that. And I think for Klopp, he's got to take some flack because Firmino needed to be brought up earlier. He should have started with Shaqiri. Those are the two main things. I think Keita should be introduced at some point, but I think specifically, you should have had a Shaqiri, Wijnaldum, Milner midfield three. Henderson should have started that. Again, I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just trying to be objective in this whole damn football thing that I'm doing, man. It's brick. Henderson's a brick. Guy's a brick. You can't start a brick in Paris. I'm sorry. That's one of the rules of law. You can't start a brick in Paris. So yeah, man. No, but it wasn't a good look. But I think even with that team there, okay, look. Do you now see when I say that Mane is Liverpool's best player? Do you understand what I mean when I say it? Because people say, oh, you're really biased. for Salah, or some people say, because Mane is black and he's West African. I'm like, okay, look, no, come on, no. Salah is a finisher. Salah is a finisher who's also a pretty good, decent for football as well, with how he can link play. Mane makes things happen. Mane is the disruptor. Because again, in that game, the only guy that really made that penalty was all Mane. Because Mane was like, all right, that's it. I'm going to get the ball. Let me stand this dude up and let me just try and drive into the box. Salah can't do that. Firmino can't do that. Sturridge can't do that. Man is the only guy who can just, off his own back, as an individual, where the game is against the team, do something by himself. And those players are vital. Where your team is playing badly, they're not creating something. Please, can an individual just do something? Don't pass the ball. Don't look for a 1-2. Stand the man up. Make something happen. Make a play. Make a play. Do something that is away from our tactical sets, because tactically we're not on point. And that's what Mane did, which helped win them the penalty. Screw the rule book. I'm not passing to Firmino or Salah. Let me just try and do something. Okay? So, and that's what, and like, Salah is dependent on Liverpool playing well. This is the best way to describe it. Salah's game is dependent on Liverpool playing well and the system and everything working. Mane is not dependent on the system playing well. So Mane can still make something happen and produce something, even if the team isn't in the game. He's not dependent on the team having to be functioning very well. So, but I just think overall, one-shot striker, that's not a good look. And you can't use the example of, you're away at Paris and everything. Napoli had about 4 or 5 shots on target. Like, Napoli took the game to PSG. They fully took the game to PSG. So, sorry, you should be doing as well or even better than Napoli, being Champions League finalists. But look, man, for PSG, look, that game away at Belgrade is a tricky one. I don't think PSG can win that. With Liverpool, it's this. I think they'll beat Napoli. Before I saw this game, I said, no, Liverpool will beat Napoli. I think that's a great look to have. As I see this, Napoli knowing that all they need is a draw, and I'm just looking at what Liverpool are doing right now, and I see how Napoli will play, especially Napoli knowing the logistics of where they are within the group. That's going to be a great. Whatever the case may be, that game at Anfield is going to be an amazing game. Like that could be a classic based on what Liverpool need to do, how good Napoli are, the permutations of the group. That's going to be a great game. But I think for Liverpool, my God in heaven, if you play like this against Napoli, you'll be beaten. You'll be beaten. And for Liverpool, you can't just, because for me, I believe that away from home, Liverpool have been trash. At home, they're a different beast. So that's why I'm giving them that home advantage. But still, man, it's all to play for in that game. It's all to play for in that game. And for PSG, Belgrade away into an easy pie. It's an easy pie. So I don't know whether PSG can still grind in deep to really get that win at Belgrade and potentially win the group. So that dude, most people would say it should be Neymar. Neymar had a fantastic game, an amazing game, a quality game. For me, that dude, I'm giving it to Thiago Silva. I thought that one of the big reasons as to why Liverpool got no looks, that nothing was functioning, was what Thiago Silva was doing. I think that he is the leader of that defense. Marquinhos and Kimpembe aren't great defenders, neither is Bernat. So Thiago Silva's leadership, organization, him talking and really just making sure that Kimpembe, Marquinhos and Bernat are doing their things, and just his reading of the game, his interceptions, tackling. I love, when you just saw Thiago Silva really celebrate defending, it reminded me of Lucio and Samuel in that great 2010 run where they really made defending fun, and defending should be fun. And that's a bit about football. Defending should be fun. And it is very criminal how in football analysis we focus so much on attackers, goals, assists. A block, a cleanly made tackle is a great thing. And that should be celebrated just as much as scoring a goal or executing an amazing through ball. So super performance. So that dude is Thiago Silva. Break of the game, I'm going to have to give it to Firmino. Because I just felt that he plays a critical role in this system, and he just didn't do anything effective with the ball. He literally, it was like if he wasn't playing. It was like if Liverpool were playing with Semi, and I don't really know what he really did in the game. And he just was not connecting. His passes were not coming off. He misplaced so many different passes. He was not able to hold the ball up. He was not able to really be effective or be dangerous just outside the D or in the D. I just, maybe Thiago Silva. I just think that he would just marked out of the game, and PSG's defensive work just completely cleaned them out. Buffon had nothing to do. But Buffon turned 72 next week. He had absolutely no save to make. It's crazy. So yeah, man. PSG will not win the Champions League. And look, I think very, very quickly, Mbappe, he's young. He'll learn. He's young. Look, Mbappe is young. He will learn. Just give him time, because you just saw a few little mistakes that was made. Dude is 19. He turns 20 next month. Chill, relax. PSG won't win the Champions League, but my God, man. If Tuchel can just get the balance right. If he can just get the balance right, man. Thanks for watching the video. Now think about becoming a Football Hot patron by pledging an amount each month, and then gain access to exclusive content only on the Football Hot Patreon page. Peace. Head over to the official site at halffootballhot.com or just click over here.